Hello everyone, welcome to our online class. Last class we discussed the chapter Children at Work Part 1. Here we are continuing with Part 2 and Part 3. So in Part 1 we have seen that Velu just ran away from home and came to a city and he met a girl. And he was feeling hungry and she said, come with me, I will arrange food for you. Then she left. Okay, he caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. Smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, making his head spin. Making his head spin means giving him headache. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. Velu kept hesitating and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. Hesitating means doubting. Then dragged means pulled. So they wanted to cross the road and what happened there? The vehicles are not stopping, so it's always coming, kept coming. Then finally when they got a small chance, the girl left but he cannot move. Then finally this girl dragged him to other side. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows. If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. Chutney here means run over or killed. So she said, what are you thinking about yourself? What are you doing? Are you grazing cows? If you stand like that, definitely you will become chutney. That means you will die there. The vehicles will run over you. Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at Central Station and the traffic speeding. Traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? They walked along the side of the road under some huge signboards. So Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at the Central Station and traffic. So through that they moved. So he was thinking, how hard they managed to go through that? It's very difficult. So here you can see in this picture they are going through the traffic. Okay. Velu looked up at the picture. Bunions, car tires, pens, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant. So huge signboards are there. He looked at so many pictures are there. Bunion is there, car tire, pen, a woman holding a box, everything is there. But writing is on English, but he couldn't understand what is there. The girl turned onto a wide bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. Under him, the road ran into the city. In the distance, he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. So, above the bridge, he looked through the peeped over means looked down. Looked through. So, looked through that railing and he saw lot of roads, the big city there. So many roads and everything, buildings, so many things are there. See that building with the wall around it. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed at a huge building. The girl grinned means smiled and said, so be careful. If you are not careful, you will be counting bars in that huge building. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign, Central Jail. So Velu got a doubt and he looked at that and read that it was written Central Jail. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. Velu said, why? I haven't done anything wrong. Why should I be there? You don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught. That's all. So she said, you don't want to do anything. But you simply don't get caught. That means if the police catch you, you will be there. You don't want to do anything else. What does she mean? Velu wondered. Velu didn't understand what does she mean by that word. Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with the sack on her shoulder. So you remember she has a sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. So Velu has a doubt that what was in that bag. What are you carrying in that bag? Things, bottles, paper, she said. Velu wondered what she was doing with them. But he felt shy to ask any more questions. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and Velu's bare feet burned. Velu doesn't have any chappal or shoe. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? So remember, she asked him to come with me. I may feed you. That she said, I may feed you. So I may get food for you. That is, I may get food for you. So he was following the girl. Girl was walking very fast. He is trying to walk in the shade because it's too hot there. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. After almost an hour, they reached in front of a big building. Sri Rajarajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. Read Velu slowly. So Velu read that one. Sri Rajarajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. A sign with letters made of flowers said, Groom J.V. Vinayagan, Bride Rani. So it's written there. It's somebody's marriage is going on there. Well, stare at the big cars parked outside. So many big cars are there. One of the cars had a flower garland and roses taped onto it. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly and stuck it in her hair. So the girl took one flower from that car and kept it on her hair. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and the people inside. So Velu didn't understand, why did we come here? He asked to her, are we going to eat here? Are we going to eat food inside here? So he looked at the huge hall, and the people inside. He didn't understand. The girl, did she brought me here to get food from that marriage hall? He has doubt about that. So really what is going on there, that we can check. Remember, Velu was feeling too much hungry. He ran away from the home for some reasons and reached the city, and from there he was feeling hungry and he met this girl, and this girl asked him to follow, and now he is following her. She was living there, so she knew the places, and she said him that I will arrange or I will find food for you. And Velu was feeling that much angry, that's why Velu was following this girl. So let's check what happens next. Hops, sighed the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. So she shake her thumb under his nose and said, Hops, you don't have any hope for that. She led him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. So there's a big, you can see in that picture, there's a big garbage bin having overflowing with it, is full of rubbish, full of waste. Two goats were standing on the pile fighting for a banana leaf. Two goats are there, they are fighting for banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed around their leg. A lot of flies are there. There was a rotten smell in the air. It's a bad smell there. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. Squashy means a crushed. The girl took a crushed banana from that garbage bin and gave it to Velu. Here is your food. Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftovers? Leftover means what is the remainings of the food items after eating. So Velu was shocked by seeing it. Chey, what do you think I am? A dog. I only take untouched food. Here, some more. Catch. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. Distaste means dislike. So this girl said, Chey, what are you thinking about me? I'm a dog. I want to eat the leftovers. I will take only the untouched food. The girl is taking the food from the garbage bin, the waste bin, and still she is saying that I will not eat the waste food. I will eat only the things which none of the people touched it. Nobody touched it. So a banana she took and a vada also. That is not a waste of the food, but while given to eat, they may not eat that one and they throw it away without eating. So that only she took and gave to Velu. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you I'll find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. You had better eat what you get until you have your own money. So she said, come on, hero, eat it. Are you thinking that I like it? I told you I find something to eat. I will find you something to eat. Don't think that I have money to buy food for you. You had better eat what you get until you have your own money. Until you have your own money, you must eat what you have. Velu hesitated, Velu doubted, but his stomach squeezed. Squeezed means he was very hungry. Excused him again. He gulped down. Gulped down means swallowed quickly without chewing. Swallowed quickly. Gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana which she ate herself. So he could have eaten more. He was feeling that much hungry. If he get more, he will eat more, 10 times more. What he ate now? Banana and a vada. So he will eat 10 times more than that. That much he was hungry. But the girl could not find more. She could find only one more banana. That she ate. One banana she got, one more banana she got, that she ate for herself. It is too early. They have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. So she said, we are too early here. They have only eaten tiffin. Tiffin is breakfast. So if you are still hungry, you can wait here. You can wait here for them to finish the lunch. When they finish the lunch, you will get more food. You can wait for you if you want. You can wait. If you want to stay here, you can wait here. I have to work. I am going. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it in her sack. Then she walked off. So she said, I have to work. If you want to wait, you can wait here. I have to work. I am going. And she took two more bottles from there, a couple of bottles from there, and she kept it in her sack. Then she walked away. Velu panicked. Velu was very worried about that. He realized that. So he realized that Velu was panicked, and he realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after again. So he doesn't know the place. So he thought it is better to stay with her. Otherwise, it is difficult for him. Hey, he called. He did not even know the girl's name. Hey, what is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. She stopped and turned around. Oh, you have been following me around without even knowing my name. Then she said her name, Jaya. I'm not following you. What then? Who got you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Then she said, come on if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home to get another one. Then Jay and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. We are in the Triple Cane now. See, that is Buckingham Canal, said Jay. So they reached Triple Cane, the name of the place, Triple Cane. And there she is showed that this is that Buckingham Canal. So what is that? A dirty water is there under that bridge. Then she said it is canal. It is the Buckingham Canal. They are where they are now? They are in the Triple Cane. Okay. Then well stared. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. So puddles means polluted water. So near that puddles of water, strangest huts he had never seen. A row of huts. They were built out of all sort of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood and plastics. They stood crookedly. Crookedly means not in a straight way. Crookedly, and looked as if they would fall any moment. So it's a different. So many things are there with. They have built a hut with different items. They are not rich. That's why. Okay. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. We have houses with mud and palm leaves. It's strange. Jai went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shoe. Shove means push. At least help me now. Here, wear this and come with me. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and a stick into his hands. Then Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. So weeding means working in a field, removing grass or digging extra. So she gave a sack and a stick into his hand and said, at least help me to do the job. Come with me. But he didn't understand what job she is doing here. He has done only one job in the village. What is that? Helped the landowner in the farm, weeding and taking the cows out to graze. These two jobs he has done there, helping the landowner in the farm. But he hasn't done any other jobs. He didn't understand what she is doing here, what the work she wanted me to do for her. Then he asked the same doubt to her. What he asked there? Are there any farms in the city? He asked to Jaya. So he has done only one work, that is in the farm. So he thought only one work is there. So he asked, is there any a farm in the city? She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms? There are no farmers here. We are rag pickers. So she said, farms? There are no farmers. We are rag pickers. Rag pickers are the people who are collecting the waste items, like bottle, paper, like that. Rag pickers? See my sack full of things I collected. Collected? From where? Asked Velu. Velu was getting down there. From rubbish bins. Where else? From rubbish bins I collected it. Where else? You collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. He didn't hear such like that. You collect rubbish? Aye, blockhead. It is not any rubbish. Only paper, plastic, glass, such things. We sell it to Jambasar Jagu. So she said, blockhead means fool. I am fool. It is not rubbish. We are collecting paper, plastic, glass, such like of things. And we are selling to Jambasar Jagu. He was puzzled. Puzzled means confused. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish. He had heard that people are throwing away the rubbish. But why would anyone want to buy rubbish? He didn't understand why anyone is buying the rubbish. Who is Jambasar Jagu? Why is he buying all this? You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Then she said, are thinking he's buying it for show. He is selling these things to the factory. And she said, come on, I don't have time to waste. Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. So Velu didn't move because he came there not to dig through the garbage bins. He came there to do some other works. He didn't come here to dig through the garbage bins. Jaya poked him with her stick. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. So she shouted that if someone came there before we reach there, we won't get anything. Don't just stand there posing. Here posing means looking important, happy to impress others. So don't look there, don't stay there posing. Big hero, I'm trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? Who get food for you? Velu scratched his head and sighed. I will do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. So Velu thought, okay, for now I will do this job until I find a better job. When I get a better job, I will not do this type of rag picking. I won't do it. So this is the story. I hope you all liked the story. If you have any doubts about this story, you can ask me in our group. Okay, do you like the story? It's very wonderful story. It's about these two kids. This the life of the rag picking children. There are a lot of children in the cities like this. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you again. Bye.